welcome back. Today's feature film review is going to be The Son of Frankenstein. Can you believe that? The Son of Frankenstein. How many Frankenstein movies are there? Well, stick around. We're going to review it. Okay? Son of Frankenstein was released January 13, 1939, 4 years after The Bride of Frankenstein. 3 years before was the original Frankenstein. It just keeps going on, folks. When will the Frankenstein genre end? Maybe never. Stick around, we're going to spill some tea on The Son of Frankenstein. One of the sons of Frankenstein finds his father's monster in a coma. Once he finds him in a coma, he stupidly revives him. Can you believe that? He wants to revive the monster that's been in a coma after all these years. The Son of Frankenstein. Now you know where this is going to go. And that concludes... To the Son of Frankenstein, the monster is controlled by Igor, brilliantly played by Bela Lugosi. Bela Lugosi makes his debut in the Frankenstein franchise. In this movie, Son of Frankenstein, you're going to watch Bela Lugosi, who took a bit role. It's a good role, but remember, he dominated the Dracula role. But after Dracula, he was pretty much relegated to supporting roles. So now here he is in The Son of Frankenstein, supporting Boris Karloff again, playing Igor, controlling the monster. But it's a really good part by Bela Lugosi. Son of Frankenstein stars Basil Rathbone as the Son of Frankenstein, Bela Lugosi as Igor, and again Boris Karloff for number 3, playing the monster. Son of Frankenstein was directed by Rowland V. Lee. Wolfgang Frankenstein, played by Basil Rathbone, a phenomenal actor who did the Sherlock Holmes movie back in the 30s and 40s. Well, Basil Rathbone plays Wolfgang Frankenstein, one of many sons of Henry Frankenstein, played by Colin Clive. Well, Wolfgang Frankenstein returns from the U.S. to England with his wife and his kid. When Wolfgang Frankenstein returned back to England, he is not greeted welcomely by the townspeople because they still fear him and his name because of what his father had done with his previous works with the monster. So they have a lot of ill feelings towards the Frankenstein family and the name. They want nothing to do with any mention of Frankenstein, the monster, or the family. The local burgomaster gives Wolfgang Frankenstein a briefcase. In that briefcase are all the scientific notes of his father that were sealed in that briefcase, and the burgomaster gives those notes in the briefcase to Wolfgang Frankenstein. No one knows what's in the briefcase other than this is supposed to be for you. The local burgomaster hands over to Wolfgang Frankenstein a sealed briefcase. Unbeknownst to him, inside the sealed briefcase are all these scientific notes his father left behind. So Wolfgang Frankenstein is intrigued and wants to learn what his father did. What did he do? So he starts poring over the notes. The Son of Frankenstein is a treat, filmed in 1939. The music background is really scary for the time. It's just the scary music of its time. But it's a real treat to see some powerhouse actors. Bela Lugosi, Boris Karloff, and now you have, over here you have, I can't think of it. What am I going to do? Boris Karloff, and Basil Rathbone of his Sherlock Holmes fame. So this movie is a good treat again. So. The Son of Frankenstein is the third successful installment of the Frankenstein series. I would say out of the first three, it should be ranked number 3. Obviously, Frankenstein should be number 1. Son of Frankenstein is not a bad movie. It's a okay, pretty good movie. I would definitely recommend it if you're into the horror genre and you want to follow the line of the Frankenstein series. It's a good film. It's a funny film. It's a totally original film from the first 2 films. The second film takes off where part 1 left off. This one takes off many years later, and obviously, the sons are grown up and they want to follow in the footsteps of their father's work, or of his father's work. So The Son of Frankenstein is a pretty good movie on its own. It's got some scares, some really good parts in it, some fine acting by the Burgermeister, and so on. I would totally recommend, again, The Son of Frankenstein. I enjoyed it. I can watch it over again. It's not a bad movie. It's a very good movie. If you're a horror film, I recommend The Son of Frankenstein. I'm Tony Fuentes. Check out The Son of Frankenstein. It's a great movie for its time. Released in 1939. And for the month of October and Halloween, it should get your juices flowing for the horror genre and so forth. I'll see you folks real soon, and thanks so much for watching.